is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
There's just one place to get our lowest payment on the new 2025 Acura Integra, $289 a month. It's the Season of Performance event at Acura of Pembroke Pines, #1 in the USA.
When presenting an award to an employee, athlete, executive, or fantasy GM, make sure you call Orvieto's Awards and More. For 35 years, these custom award specialists have been providing plaques, trophies, custom framing, while providing state-of-the-art laser and computerized engraving, UV printing, and glass crystal etching. They do all their engraving and printing in-house for quality control. Call Charles at 305-949-8098 or visit them at orvietosawards.com. Orvieto's Awards and More, where recognition is rewarding.
It starts every morning before the sun comes up. Projects are laid out. Plans are made. Equipment is fueled and loaded with inventory to handle all service requests. Orders are given to an army of skilled landscape maintenance professionals, certified arbor trimmers, irrigation technicians, and licensed pest management experts who fan out to communities and businesses all over South Florida. Experienced, on time, and dependable. Our staff is fully trained, licensed, and insured. Contact us by phone, email, social media, or through our website to answer all your landscape questions. We are Cutter's Edge, Total Landscape Solutions.
Oh, I think I know what this is. Houston, we have a package. Hello?
No matter where you are, the Sloman Shield Home Security System guards your home. With next-gen perimeter protection, 24/7 monitoring, and interior motion sensing. And right now, get a free Sloman Shield security system and doorbell camera, all professionally installed, for free.
Shield your world, the Sloman Shield.
After 40 years, the Big Cheese Miami is still producing great Italian food. They started in 1984. Since then, they've been winning awards while being voted the best inexpensive Italian restaurant in Miami. Visit them for great food, amazing service. Witness the decades of Cane's memories. The walls are like a Miami Hurricanes Hall of Fame. The Big Cheese delivers anything on its menu or party platter menu to your home, office, or even a park for a picnic. Located at 8080 Southwest 67th Avenue, Miami. Call 305-662-6855. TheBigCheeseMiami.com, where they serve large portions at family prices. Welton Rayom has more than 62 years of litigation experience handling insurance disputes. They're committed to resolving even the toughest insurance claims quickly. Call them for a free consultation. 954-966-4646. At Welton Rayom, they don't get paid unless you win. Property damage claims to your home, business, or condo as a result of a hurricane. Welton Rayom can help. Water, mold, fire, smoke damage, Welton Rayom can help. Call 954-966-4646.
Welcome to Caneswear. New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
There's just one place to get our lowest payment on the new 2024 Acura ZDX, $299 a month. It's the Season of Performance event at Acura of Pembroke Pines, #1 in the USA.
If you're looking to take your home or business to the next level, then RM Contractors and Custom Drywall can assist you. RM specializes in new residential turnkey, new commercial turnkey, home and office remodeling. Call them for free estimates. Serving all of South Florida, licensed and insured. Call Ray or Mike, 305-345-3649. You work hard to create the perfect atmosphere. You dream it, we'll build it. RM Contractors and Custom Drywall, 305-345-3649 or Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
The Crypto Bro Show is solely for entertainment purposes. Orlando Alzagari and his guests are not financial advisors or investments consultants. If you ever plan to invest, make sure you do your homework. Talk to a professional and understand investing is very risky and volatile. Good luck in any of your investments and only invest what you're willing to lose.
Time to log into the blockchain and find out what's the latest in Bitcoin and crypto in our Crypto Bro Show.
Crypto Bros.
This segment brought to you by RM Contractors and Custom Drywall. Take your home or business to the next level with RM Contractors and Custom Drywall. Call Ray or Mike at 305-345-3649. You dream it, they'll build it. See their fantastic work on Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
Crypto Bros.
Here's the Crypto Bro himself, Orlando Alzugari.
All right. Before I do anything, give me the heads up that we got audio. Audio's good because Sean's not on right now. You know, I was kind of like going to put this off till the morning because I'm not on till the afternoon tomorrow at Hialeah Park. And you know what's going on. You know what's going on. You know what's going on. Yeah. Woo! The 101K club now, because we're at 101 now. I mean, you know, we have so many sponsors that we went 1,000 over already. We're at 101,321, bitch. I'm sorry, 101,965. I'm losing my fucking mind. We're at 102,821. Holy shit. What the hell is going on here? Woo! Woo! We're about to hit 103,000. I told you when it was here in the 90s and it went down to 3, I think, whatever, 94. This was 6, 7, 8, 5% gifts. Now you're at 103. Some of you have made 10% already. This is ridiculous. This is what we've been waiting for. I mean, it's funny because the institutional money, the corporate money, this is what's going to take over. And this is what we're seeing here. It's not just the Michael Saylors of the world. Vancouver's mayor came out and they want to try to get a Bitcoin. They're not there yet or anything, but they're working on it. We've got 10 states in the United States that want to have a Bitcoin reserve. If Trump takes over, when Trump takes over, if he does the Bitcoin reserve, that's that he's talked about it. He's going to do it. He's going to do everything that he said he was going to do. So he's going to do that. We're at a 103,900. Remember, all the shorts got liquidated at 100,000 because idiots keep shorting Bitcoin. I don't understand why morons keep shorting Bitcoin. What are you, stupid? This is the best asset in the world. It's the most finite asset in the world. I was showing a friend of mine today the top 60 companies in the U.S. Listen to me. The top 60 companies, public traded companies in the U.S. that have Bitcoin on their ledger. Number 60 owns only 4 of them. That's the top 60. Trust me, that list next year, it's going to, 12 months from now, that list will look so different because the amount of companies that are going to get in and going to add Bitcoin to their balance sheets, because obviously families are going to figure it out. You know, states are going to figure it out. Countries are going to figure it out. And then everybody's going to go, well, wait a minute, there's 8.5 billion people in the world, and there's only going to be 21 million mined, and there's only less than 1.6 to be mined left. If I don't get what's left, there's not going to be much. And guess who can afford it now? It's hard to buy an entire Bitcoin now at 103,250. That's where we're at right now. And so this is where, if you didn't get in, you didn't believe me, because you haven't believed me when I was talking about it at 16,000 or at 26 or at 30 or at 40 or at 50 or at 60 or at 70. Sounds like a bargain now at 70, doesn't it? Sounds like a bargain now at 90, doesn't it? It's 103. So the best way you get in is you wait. The volatility goes way up, and then there'll be some corrections. It's always going to go up in the end. It started 8 digits behind a penny, and it is at 103,000 right now. 8 digits behind a penny. Just to get to a penny, it had to work its way up. Just think about that. Just let that marinate, okay? Think about some of the things I told you. The top 60 companies. Number 60's only got 4 of them. That's going to change, and it's going to change big, and it's going to push this number to kingdom come. And the people that didn't believe me, I told you it would be 100,000 by the end of the year. Did I not? Did I not tell you over and over and over and over again? It will be 250. My prediction by January 30th. It will be 1.5 million by 2030. That's my prediction. Okay? The greed factor is going to step in at a absolutely ridiculous level. And you've got Putin today saying, who can stop Bitcoin? Nobody. Who's got it better than us? Nobody. Nobody, baby. Nobody's got it better than us. Get yourself an account on Swan or Cash App and have a recurring buy. Buy a little bit every week, buy a little bit every month. Add it there. Find ways to add it. Okay? Find ways to make sure your portfolio, whatever it is, has a little bit of Bitcoin. You don't believe me, right? But I'm telling you, if it'll be 250 by June 30th, that's 2.5x from here. If it's 1.5 million by 2030, let's say I'm wrong and it's 1.1. Wow, you went only 11x from here. Shucks. You know, if it goes a million, 10x. I think it'll be easily 1.5. I know it's hard to believe, but the problem is you have to understand what's going on. And you got to do your homework and realize money's going this way, that's going this way. It is just an absolute thing. And congratulations to all of you out there. All right? And by the way, don't forget, you can support the program by visiting our amazing sponsors like R&M Contractors that makes this show happen. okay? And also sponsors our pre- and post-game show, too. So we thank Ray and Mike at R&M Contractors and Custom Drywall. And again, you know, hit the like button. Please smash the hell out of the like button, okay? It's very important. You can also make a donation to the show, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That's Cash Big O Show. You can use the QR codes that you're seeing there, all right? And you can also make it on PayPal too, for those of you out of the country. But Cash App or Venmo, or you could use the QR codes. That's Cash Big O Show. That's Cash Big O Show. Thank you all on Instagram. South Florida Don, Sergio, Monray Lopez, Devo, Lone Wolf, Mr. 305, Mitch. Let's see, Andres, 4650, Josh, Baywin, Antonio, Haber. Thank you all out there for supporting the show. Appreciate you. If you have any questions, too, by the way, if you have Bitcoin questions, if you're new, you're trying to get, you know, involved, you want to find out more, whatever, you can ask me questions. That's what this show is about. Even though I sprinkle it in my daily show, you know, and I sprinkle in nuggets and I tell you about all kinds of different coins on this show or the other. I'm going to do a show tomorrow morning, right? Because since I'm not on until 3, I said, you know what? I'll do a Crypto Bro Show instead tomorrow morning. But then I see this thing pumping and it's going crazy and my phone is blowing up. And so all of a sudden I said, we got to do something. We got to do a show. This is a once in a lifetime moment where we watch Bitcoin together in history cross 100,000. And because it busted all the shorts, it went right to 103,000. So your portfolio is looking absolutely beautiful right now, okay? And whenever you got on the ride, you're in green. Isn't that a beautiful thing right now? Everyone invested in Bitcoin is in the green. Everyone. Doesn't matter if you've been invested when you bought it at 67 3 years ago and your idiot aunt or your stupid cousin or your silly friend, oh, it's fake, it's a Ponzi scheme, it's a balloon, it's gonna pop. And it's like, no, moron, you don't really understand. The real Ponzi scheme is that you know, that little thing you have in your wallet there, you know, that fake money you have in your bank, that's the Ponzi scheme. It's called the dollar. It's not Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the most real money there is in the world. It costs thousands of dollars to compute and to put together one Bitcoin. That's value. These idiots in our government just print it out of the air. Just print. Just run the printer. Run the printer. They print 10% of our total supply every year. Devalues. Gold. They find 2 to 3%. They mine new gold every year. China, their geologists last week, all right, just last week, found 0.5% of the total world supply of gold in one spot. 0.5%. They'll keep mining and they'll keep finding more gold. There's only 21 million Bitcoin, and it's over after that. There'll be no more. There'll be no more. There'll be no printing, no nothing. It's immutable. It's not controlled by any government. You got Putin today saying you can't control it. It's here to stay. You got Jerome Powell of the Fed calling it digital gold. And by the way, Jerome, thank you for saying that it doesn't compete with the dollar. You're damn right. The dollar is piss water. Because you idiots just print it out of the sky and devalue it. You think it's because the car's worth more? You think it's because the house I live in is worth that much more in value? Bullshit. It's that your money is devalued. It's not that the house is worth that much more. It's not that Nvidia's stock is worth that much more. It's that your dollar is worth that much less. What do you think? That burger you're buying is at a ridiculous price. You think the burger's worth that money? No, it's worth that because the paper you're buying it with is worthless. Meanwhile, with Bitcoin, you buy a lot more burgers with it. You buy a lot more eggs. It takes a lot less Bitcoin than it takes money to buy a house or a car. Pay attention. For those of you that don't understand and don't believe, it takes less Bitcoin to buy a house or a car, or send your kid to college, or pay for a wedding than it does with cash. Your Bitcoin grows, your cash goes downward. Big problem. Big problem. When it goes downward, that means you need more money, more of that fake monopoly money that they keep printing. All they need to do is add the little guy with the mustache and the top hat and all that, because they've thrown us all to jail without paying go. Basically, with that dollar, get your money. Like, hey, you saw right there was a disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor, but one of the things I have in my world that I say is never have a savings account. Have a Bitcoin account. Any extra money you have, $5, $50, God bless you if you can have 500, 5,000, whatever it is. If it's sitting in your bank, you're stupid. It should be sitting in a Bitcoin account and earning and making money for you and growing. So the Bitcoin, if you bought $1,000, you now have $1,300. That's kind of the way it goes. So, it's you gotta, man, take advantage, please. Take advantage. Well, not 1,030. And then, and so on and so forth. It grows at a percentage. Let's say you just got it at 3%. You don't even get that from the bank. You don't even get that from the bank. You put 100,000 in the bank, within hours, will you get 3,000 returned? No, but you could get it on Bitcoin. And those of you that want to sell right away, that's crazy. Just let it sit there. Let it sit for a cycle for 4 years. And the amount of growing it does, it's ridiculous. Your kid doesn't even grow like that fast. Randy Gonzalez, thank you, sir. Lisa Rose is in the house. Amanda, she is pumping. Oh, my God. Eric is in the house. EJD. Randy, let's see what else we have here. No doubt it hit 100K and keep going too. Not a touch and rejection bullish. Oh, no, yeah. You know how it goes. It hits it a couple times and it gets shot down, and we had the 20,000 mark was like that. The 25,000 mark was like that. The 50,000 mark was like that. There were certain marks that were just that 70 range, that 73 range, 71. How many times did we screw around with that? For like 6 months, we went down to 59, 49, 65. We'd go to 71. We'd think, okay, this is it. No, back down again, 70, back down again. That's Bitcoin. That's Bitcoin. And people take profits along the way. Plus, you have lettuce hands that don't really understand, and they buy in, short term and sell, or they panic sell. We're at 103,000 right now, folks. It's ridiculous. Let's see. Where are all the skeptics now? The train left the station and is rolling nonstop. Yeah. And I truly believe we're in for a parabolic run now. We're in for what they call what's that called? A super cycle. Not altcoins. Okay, I think altcoins will have their dip and all that, a strong correction. Altcoins will have that. But I don't think Bitcoin will. I think you'll have your cool down periods, and you'll correct a little bit and all that, but I think it's it's not more, it's these 50% corrections and all that. The money that's coming in is too rich. The money that's coming in is foundational money. It's the money that doesn't sell the Tesla stock and the Microsoft stock. It's the money that doesn't sell their gold. That's the money that's coming in now. That's the difference. That's why in years past, it was all retail. It was you and me. So you and me are working, or at least I am a working stiff. You're going to take profits because, dude, you're working stiff. You can only invest for so long. At one point, you got to pay some bills. You know what I mean? That's just us. The rich people will be there waiting for us to sell our Bitcoin. Because at one point, you and I will sell our Bitcoin because we're hardworking people. But those people will own it forever. And that's why those people that tell you, oh, no, hang in there, it's going to go back down to 60 and 50. You're stupid. You don't really understand what's going on here. No, it's not. It's never going to do that anymore. You have some corrections. I can see it going to 140 and correcting to 120. I can see it going to 180, correcting to 160, 150. I can see it going to 200, correcting to 170, 160, and then shooting back to 225, 230, 250, and then correcting again to 190, 210. I can see all of that kind of shit. And guess what the smart people do? Every time that dip happens, they buy the dip because they know it's going to go back and past that and past that. So you got 102 now. Let's just say for shits and giggles, if this happens to drop to 96, 97, 95, 94, and it was at 103, 104, it told you already where it's going, and then it's going to pass that. Problem is you have to have the conviction and the confidence and have to understand and read and get what's going on with Bitcoin and the finite nature of it, and understand that you're competing against people that want it badly now. So this thing's going to grow, and it's going to grow ugly now. And because there are very little, now there's less and less people stopping the price from growing because there's constant shorts along the way. These shorts are drying up. A lot of people lost money. Billions have been lost along the way. And it just gets to a point where it gets ridiculous, and you keep testing those waters, and you're going to keep getting burned because there's only one direction. France, you see what's going on there. You see what's going on in Germany. If you don't, you better look it up. You better understand. You see what's going on in London, in England, that is, all over Europe. You see what's going on in Central and South America. El Salvador pretty much is one of the few countries that got their shit together. Everybody else is printing and devaluing their currency and destroying their economies, just like we are. And the smart people, the rich people, the powerful people are finally understanding this. Some of us were ahead of the smart and the rich, which is kind of crazy because I'm not smart or rich. It's kind of screwed up. I'm fine. Lord, I'm good, by the way. I'm not picking on you for not being smart and rich, okay? But I'm fine. But, once in a while, the sun shines on a dog's ass, and it shined on me a while ago, and it was this orange sun with a bee on it. And it said, dude, this is happening. And I'm like John Belushi and Blues Brothers in that church scene, and I see the light. Again, not talented enough like Belushi. You know what I mean? I can't do the flips. It's just not that he did the flips, but you know what I'm saying. Let's see. Sneak Attack says, this reminds me of when you did the post game for the Cats, but it was us that did the winning. I'm happy for all of us that held on strong and bought the dips. This post game is for us. Victory Cigar. Yes. You know what? We all deserve a victory cigar, don't we? I mean, that we should light one up right there. Yeah, baby. Victory cigar to you guys and ladies out there for staying strong. Jeff in Long Island, he says, bought Long Island here. Let it hit big. My 401k is hot too. There you go. Good for you. Good for you. Thank you. Let's see. What else do we have here? Yes, the Dolphins still suck. Remember, I figured it out. You saw how France, just crumbled today. I think our Dolphins are French. That's kind of, I think that's what it is. Anyway, Josh says, yes, you did say it. Damn right. I told you guys it would be 100K by the end of the year. No Doubt says, you did say 100K by the end of the year. I thought we would hit 100K, but when it's settled in at 60s for months, I thought it would not come next. Now, I knew that October, November, and December are the sweet months always. And so that's going to end up happening. EJD's loving the 103. EJD and the 103. Let's see. Lisa says, I've heard so much crap from my friends. Get out now when it was at 36K. Because, Lisa, you are educated, sweetheart. You follow this. You understand what's going on. You know what I mean? We talk about it on the show. While my daily show is about sports, it centralizes on sports. I still include a lot of this talk and life and politics, sometimes music, and and so I explain a lot of the stuff that's going on around the world, and how this is a worldwide phenomenon, and this is a problem that every country is creating for themselves. And the only thing the citizens may have to fall back on, some of us, because not everybody's going to get on board and a lot of people are going to be left behind, are those that get on board with Bitcoin. And no, you're not too late. Jesus Christ, just because it hit 102. You said you were late at 90, and you said you were late at 80, and you were late at 60, and you were late at 50, and you were late at 40. When are you going to believe? And if you get in at 100 and it's at 200, were you really late after that? No, you've doubled your money. And when it gets to 300 and when it gets to 500, then you're not going to say you were late when you bought it at 100. Problem is, you're not going to believe me either way. And I get it. I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own homework. Let's see. Razzle Dazzle Crypto. My portfolio is up 200% overall, and I got us all the altcoins. Can you say retirement 2025? You know it, baby. You know it. Robert T is in the house. Fern Fins. It's all in on XRP, Big O. Okay, that's fine. I am, as they say, diversified. You know what I'm saying? But I gave in. I got a little XRP. Okay, and I'm gonna buy the dip now that is here for XRP too. Let's see. Randy Gonzalez, Ocala, the Belushi reference is priceless. Ta-da! To the moon, says Walter. Amanda, thank you for the love on the super chat. I put 5K at 70K, another 5K at 88, and another 5K at 100K when it spiked. And it didn't even add any monthly for the next 4-year cycle. I still have 225K. I believe it now. People will get greedy and drive it even further. Exactly, Amanda. Exactly. Remember, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That's Cash Big O Show, Cash App or Venmo. And you can make a Bitcoin or Ethereum donation there, which we always appreciate it. Let me see here. The great Ocala Joe, thank you, sir. Says a donation on Cash App for your Bitcoin knowledge is amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And by the way, I've been telling you guys for a little while that we would hit the 93 to 123, 124 mark in that area. And we've already been in that bottom part now. And now we're going to go to the top part of this part of this run. And there might be a little volatility. What is volatility? What is volatility? What is volatility? Give me the answer to it. Somebody say it. Come on. We got enough people that watch the show. Volatility is, what's the magic word? Come on. Somebody give it to me on the chat board. Volatility is, what do I always say? Opportunity. Done, blown up. It hit 99, 99.7, and then it came back down. 93, 92, 91, right? What was that? That was volatility. What was that? Opportunity. It hit 73, and it went all the way down to 59 a couple times. It even visited 49 one time. What was that? Volatility. What was that? Opportunity. 4 years ago, it hit 67,000. And the world freaked out. And then it crashed to 16. And the world freaked out. And then that volatility turned into what? Opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. And those of us that didn't pay attention to the idiots, that don't listen to the morons that misinform you like Elizabeth Warren, married to banks, you purchased at 16 and 26 and 21 and 28, and now you're laughing. Volatility is opportunity. And we didn't have what we have now. Now we have institutional and corporate money, and now we're going to get for God's sake, El Salvador buys a Bitcoin every day. Every day. They buy one Bitcoin. They're not a major country, but they're now better than everybody else. Their credit rating's better than everybody else in Central and South America. Their country and their GDP and everything is not at the top yet, but it's getting there, but it's climbing, dude. It's up there. It's up there with Panama and Costa Rica and Uruguay, which are some of the top countries in Central and South America. And El Salvador is starting to climb up there and climb up in rating and all that kind of stuff. They don't have the GDP total that they have, per capita and all that. They're not there yet, but they're on a absolute parabolic run with Bitcoin. It's changed their country. And Millie, I would imagine, is going to do the same thing in Argentina, which again will be opportunity for all of us, because the more countries that get involved, the more corporations that get involved. But what you have to do, and this is what I do, okay? But this is my suggestion. This is what I do. You cannot sell early. You got to ride this thing out, because it's going to go really far in a few years. So write it out. Give it time. You got to let it sit there. And if you let it sit there like we have already for the last 4 years, you're going to see the people that tell you they're up a ridiculous percentage, because we're up a ridiculous percentage. And you'll be up a ridiculous percentage 4 years from now. 4 years from now, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin pushing 7 figures. Okay? It's gonna get out of control. Absolutely out of control. And this is a way, as I've told many already, you're a young couple. How do you afford a house? Can't. You're better off trying to save for half a Bitcoin, and put together your money. And if you have money for a house, man, buy a Bitcoin instead, half a Bitcoin, and let it grow. And in 4 years, you're renting your apartment and all that. 4 or 5 years, you have $500,000. Now you can go buy your house, your condo, whatever, something like that. And you're going to pay a lot less, because all of a sudden your money grew so quickly. And now you can pay a good chunk of it off too. So you'll have a smaller mortgage payment. Okay. You're a young father. You got 2, 3, 4 kids. You got to put them through school, college. Maybe if you have a girl, you got to put her through a wedding. Well, now's when you buy a quarter of a Bitcoin, a half a Bitcoin. And then by the time the kids are 18, I'm telling you 4 years from now, 5 years from now, where it's going to be. Can you imagine when your kids are 18, where it's going to be? It'll be able to pay for their schooling, and it'll pay for their wedding, and it'll pay for, these are things that are going to be so expensive. Remember, this is what's going on in our society. The elite and the middle class and the poor, it's being destroyed. Notice that it takes an elite to go to college. The average person cannot afford to go to college anymore. And this is what's going on in life, period. Houses, middle class and poor, they can't buy houses. My daughter's a teacher on a teacher's salary. She's going to buy a house. There's no chance in hell. Why? Because we've devalued the money to hell. And this is the way you combat it, because it goes the opposite. The more they print, the more they devalue, the more it goes up in value. And then you notice it and you realize it. And it can be used for so many things, for the balance on your business. I'll give you an idea. Do you own your house? Okay, you own your house. That's fantastic. How much do you pay for home insurance, especially here in Florida? Are you paying 5, 7, 8, 10,000? Well, why don't you buy a Bitcoin instead, half a Bitcoin, and never pay for insurance again? Something happens to your house, go into your Bitcoin fund. How do you like that? In a couple of years, you have several $100,000. Any kind of damage to your house, you don't have to deal with the insurance company. You have your own money. You have your own Bitcoin fund. There are so many ways you can use this to help you and help your life right now. And I've explained it to people, and I'm here for you. Big O Radio Show at yahoo.com. If you ever need to reach me, Twitter, Big O Show, you can reach me. If you have a question, whenever I do a Crypto Bro Show, I'll either answer, crypto questions on my daily show. So, there's a lot of opportunity. It's not all in volatility. It's plainly just in Bitcoin. But you have to open yourself up and understand, hey, credit cards are a new thing, and so's a check, and so's a beeper. And the internet was a joke. It was supposed to fail. Go watch videos, people making fun of credit cards. Oh, plastic, this. Oh, that'll never fly. We've been doing digital for a while. This is now a blockchain where it's an open ledger and everybody sees it and it can't be hacked. Criminals don't want this. Elizabeth Warren will tell you something different. But the criminality is mostly done with money, actually, not with Bitcoin, because you can be tracked completely everywhere you're going. You don't want that if you're a criminal. So anyway, Chris Jordan, thank you, sir. He says, I put 5K when it happens. If Bitcoin hits 105 mark, I'm still learning this. Good for you. Ocala Joe, One-Eyed Jack. What else? Here, Charlie Brown. I'm hoping Mike McDaniel will. I don't know if he likes Bitcoin or not. Let's see. Vishal says over 500,000 in Bitcoin and proxies for me. There you go. And that's a whale. We have a whale amongst us. Holy crap. 500,000. Oh, man. That's solid stuff right there, dude. I like that. Damn, 500,000. You're not messing around, dude. That's impressive, I gotta say. It's flat out impressive. By the way, I gotta say that I did not really go crazy in preparation today for this show because I was going to do it tomorrow morning. We're at 102,957. A couple of things. I mentioned obviously the Jerome Powell, and I mentioned the Putin stuff, which is absolutely amazing. That is an indictment, by the way, on the dollar, is what it is. And you guys should look that up. And again, I'm forgetting the name now, but what's it called? Trump just added another person to his cabinet. His name, I'm drawing a blank right now, but he just added another guy to his cabinet that is pro Bitcoin. And by the way, Hegsworth or whatever, if he fails, not that this has anything to do with it, but if DeSantis takes the job for a defense secretary, again, but he's pro Bitcoin also. So it's I don't care about the politics. If anybody watches the show, I just care about us, and we're crypto people and we're invested, and we just care about what's going to help us. Right. And so far, all the people that are being put in place are the people that are going to put all kinds of pro crypto laws, where we just went through 4 years where all the people in place for putting anti-crypto laws. You know what I'm saying? And again, I don't care about red or blue. I really don't. I don't care about either party. I'm not a fan of either party. I'm a fan of us. And I'm just saying that all that has been so positive for us. It's an absolute 180. Okay. The guy he just, Paul Atkins, I think, is the guy he just named for SEC chair. You know, it's ridiculous the amount of positive news for the crypto industry. And I think that that's what's going on too. The wallets are opening up and people are investing. And by the way, if you're invested in XRP, if you're invested in Solana, if you're invested in Ethereum, okay, and the ETFs and the ETPs and all that kind of stuff, they're already starting to, you know, not take off, but they're starting to get in motion around the world in different places because they're already kind of approved. Here in this country, we're really waiting for regulations. The good thing is, okay, again, not about politics, it's purely about crypto. On the crypto side, they already have the people in place with Lummis, with Senator Lummis in place. They already have all the plans in place. So the second he takes over, that stuff will get into effect within the first month or 2 or 3, I would imagine. And then once the laws are in place and everything's okay and the environment from the prior environment is out, people will feel safe. All of a sudden, crypto, you think this is something? Oh my God. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Do not get excited about this. Do not freak out about this. This is an appetizer. Okay? This is an appetizer. We've started on the appetizer. When we get to the 120s, we're at the end of the appetizer. Okay? And then that next stage is when we're going to start the entree. Okay? I don't know where that entree will go early on, but I told you where the entree will end by the end of June, I think, at 250. So we'll see. We shall see what we shall see. But right now, this is as beautiful as it gets. You know what? Let me bring up the market here, by the way. JBT says, Big O, I'm fairly new, but I've been watching your show for about 2 weeks ago, and I thought I heard you say that next year altcoins would crash. Yes, I do. By late next year, I think you'll have a down cycle. Yes. Oh, yeah, definitely. You'll have a correction for altcoins. No doubt. Yes. I don't think it will run all the way through 2025. So be very careful. I think we are going into stagflation, hyperinflation in late 25 into 26. Okay. This is kind of a facade right now where we can enjoy and all that kind of stuff. And in those crises that's coming down the line, I hate to tell you that, but it's coming. Late 25, 26, we're going to start feeling some real pain. I mean, there's nobody saving us from this. The amount of money that's printed, it's out of control. But all of that will force Bitcoin to go even higher. But altcoins will correct. So be careful. Altcoins will not go on a super cycle. Now, will there be a couple of altcoins that might continue to run? Yeah. But I can't tell you which. I can't tell you which ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could take a couple guesses. I could take a guess that, you know, Ethereum, Solana, Chainlink, they have the potential of running longer than other altcoins, I think, because of the usage, the real world usage that comes with it. All the businesses that are going to be on Solana and Ethereum, they're not going anywhere. So the traffic's only going to increase because more and more businesses are going to be on the blockchain. They move from the internet to the new internet, which is the blockchain. It's on the internet. You won't notice the difference, but it's a blockchain, not the internet. You know, H bar looks like if it's very government involved, if the government's also, I know the feds were going to use it for FedNow Pay, but now if Musk and company are also going to use it, then, that has a chance too. So some of us are going to get lucky and hit on some altcoins that will have a semi-type of super cycle to them because of the real world usage to them. But a lot of altcoins, they're going to crash, and they're going to crash bad. So you got to get out at a certain time. When is that? I can't tell you that, brothers and sisters. That's all up to you, where you're at, and where you're financially, where you're at and all that. But you're going to feel it. You're going to see it, and you're going to need to react. So be prepared, okay? Don't let anybody tell you that all these coins are just going to run forever. That's a bunch of bullshit. Bitcoin's going to run forever, okay? That will run perpetually. But everything else, there'll be pain down the line. Be prepared, but have fun for the next 4, 5, 6, 7 months. You're gonna have yourself some fun. But after that, be very prepared for a downturn. It's going to happen. Okay. Again, I'm not trying to be the bearer of bad news or anything like that. I'm just trying to be brutally honest, like I normally am. That's kind of the way it goes. Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That's Cash Big O Show. Cash App or Venmo. You can make a Bitcoin or Ethereum donation. JTP says, I got into Bitcoin because of you, Big O. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hope you did your homework, so that way you feel good about it. And I've been doing radio for 34 years. Technically, it's not radio anymore into my 5th year now, because I've been on my own platform, right? So it's not really radio anymore. It's a live YouTube show that we then podcast. Like today, right now, it's a live YouTube show that will get then podcasted. This has been the most gratifying thing that I've ever done, because, predicting stuff and sports and what a team should do or not, I've done that 100 times, and that comes and goes and nobody gives a shit. You know what I mean? In the end, whatever, they'll remember it. They'll forget it. They'll probably remember more whenever you're wrong, because they'll love to stick it to you. That's kind of in my business. You know what I'm saying? But this is something that you actually help somebody financially. And I've been doing it since it was at 16,000. So I haven't been wrong for anybody. If I tell you about Avalanche when it's all the way down at $10 and it's at 50 now, what can I tell you? And if I told you to keep investing in Cardano when it's all the way down to 24 cents and 30 cents and 40 cents, and now it's at $1.20, $1.30, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I kept talking about Ethereum when it was all the way down to 900 and 1100 and 1200 and 1400 and telling you, hey. And, so I've been super blessed. I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own homework. I'm just a schmuck that loves this stuff and does the best homework he can possibly do on it. And it's been a blessing for me, and I've seen it change people's lives. And by the way, I met a fan in our stop in Los Angeles, and he came over with his wife, and he said, hey, I got into Bitcoin and a bunch of cryptos because of you. And, and he leaned over and told me how much he's up, which was a significant amount of money. And it was like, that warmed my heart, because that's going to change he and his girl's life. And so it's really, really cool, that part, because whoever went along with this ride with me, their families are better, and that to me is like, nothing's going to top that, nothing's going to top that. Doesn't matter if I predict, the Colts are going to win the Super Bowl, and they go and win the Super Bowl, because I did that, you know what I mean? But none of that matters. None of that kind of shit matters. You know what I mean? They should trade X right after the 10 interceptions, and I got killed, but I was right. None of it matters. None of that shit that I've ever done in my entire career and I've done it 100 times. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit because it's just sports. It's just a stupid game. You know what I mean? But it's been my life. It's been my lifestyle. It's been my career. You know what I mean? But this, it's something that I kind of ran into by accident. And I thank Alex Dono every day for that, because it's not that he turned me on to it, but I just heard him saying, oh, I bought a little Bitcoin. And I was like, And then I started to look into it, and that I got orange pilled. And here we are. You know, it's freaking amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It's pretty cool. By the way, let's see how the rest of the market is doing right now, because while Bitcoin is at 103,210, and by the way, you can call your friends, send them a text, send her a text, send them a picture of it, all that good stuff. Did it not? What the hell is going on, man? Okay. I guess okay, there it is. It was kind of slow. All right. Ethereum, by the way, nice move by Ethereum. We've been talking about it on the show that Ethereum needed to move, and it's up 4.5% for the day. So it looks like it's approaching 4,000. This thing is going to go past, I think it's 4,700. I believe it's its prior high from a few years back, like Bitcoin. But Ethereum has a tendency to start moving later. And I got a feeling that this is the warm up here, where now December and January are going to be so good to you Ethereum holders that have been holding for a while. XRP, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. This correction here down to 224, you went to 290. This is absolutely delicious, because this isn't going to crash. XRP is going to be all over the world. It's going to be used by banks everywhere. Banks will eventually get crypto to hold for customers, to make their lives easy so they can learn about it and all that. Not that I would do that, but it's a way of fast tracking people to learn about it until they learn about then custodial wallets, and then they'll go on their own and all that. But this banks will be, it's a necessary evil, by the way. And it's good for them because they needed that injection for them. Anyway, this tells you that volatility is, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. So follow its pace, follow its trail down. And if you believe in XRP, when you think it's hit its bottom, you can't time it all the time. That's the time to buy. That's it. Get in. Solana slowed down a little bit, but Solana, that's fine. Again, it's nice. It goes on a heater, and then you have a correction. Is your time to buy a little bit more, you know, and take off. Dogecoin is still ripping 5%, 7% for the week. Obviously, it's at 44%. I'm not a meme guy, and this has zero utility, but it's a meme coin, so it's a nice gamble. Cardano, correcting, right? It went up to like $1.30, correcting now. So it's opportunity. Again, these are things that are awesome. Avalanche, we were talking about it when it went all the way down like $10 and, you know, $10, $12, I think it was, something like that. And look at it where it's at now, $51, you know, great stuff. Polkadot, we told you stay strong on Polkadot. It was down to $3. It made it all the way to 11. Now it's corrected a little bit, but it's still up 24.5% for the week. Chainlink is, I think, going to go to a couple $100. It's easily going to pass 100, and with everything going on, I think it easily goes past 200 when it's all said and done. But that's just me. I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own homework. Hedera, I've been telling you, from $1 to $2 in a safe range. I think it could go to 2 to 3, really, with the world usage that it has, 108% in the last week. But again, nice little correction here. You got 13%. So if it's going to pass its high, you're going to gain 13% already on your investment. Volatility is opportunity. So we've got some movement. Hey, by the way, Polygon, Matic, 22% in the last 7 days. Nice to see it actually moving now. There's a lot of coins that are moving. A lot of coins that are moving, and it's really cool to see some of that already moving in a positive direction. Thank you, Scotty. Appreciate you. Thank you, Joel, Noah, Giovanni. Thank you out there. Mike DePasquale. You know, Mike DePasquale can lift all of us. Okay? Just want you to know that right now. Okay? He's that strong. Don't mess with Mike DePasquale. He will lift all of us right there. He'll power lift the hell out of all of us at the same time. That's the powers of the great Mike DePasquale. I see I froze a little bit. Can you at least hear the audio? Is this one of those things that Let me see if I do this and this corrects it real quick here. Let's do this.
There's just one place to get our lowest payment on the new 2025 Acura RTX, $399 a month. It's the Season of Performance event at Acura of Pembroke Pines, #1 in the USA.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Miles an hour, that's a Category 4 hurricane. 3 deaths are reported in Florida after more than 24 were killed in the Caribbean. This
Okay. Hey, man, not bad for a solo guy. Not bad. There we go. No Sean today. Sean is off. Let's see. What else do we have here? Sneak Attack says, I definitely appreciate that that I will worry about my Jasmine bag for next summer. Yeah, Jasmine. Japan's economy is so bad. Okay. And they carry a lot of our debt, where China has dumped so much of our debt that we've had to buy back, which again, printing. And so, but Japan has their own problems, and they have a real issue. You know, Jasmine, again, some of us might get lucky, and some coins may run a little longer than others. Let's see what the environment happens in Japan, because Jasmine might end up becoming a little bit more like currency over there, and not just all the other things that they provide. So, yeah, but hey, man, we're all in the green in Jasmine. You know, we gave it to you when it was at a 33rd of a penny, and it shot up, right? And then it shot up to 4 cents. Then it came down and corrected, stayed in that 2 cent area, found a home, 1.8, 1.9, 2, 2.1. It was hanging out there for months. So it was great. Now it shot up to 4 pennies, and it's found a floor there. You know how freaking bullish that is? And so I think we're going to have more upside for Jasmine coming. No Doubt says Jasmine was a gift. That gift was converted to Bitcoin, which has been a bigger gift, double gift. There you go. Big O, thanks for keeping us strong in the long, hard bear market, brother. We try, man. We try. Matthew says XRP at discount. Exactly. J-Town says, I'm not sleeping anytime soon. Enjoy, everyone, and thanks. So, oh, let's see. I finally turned down the audio for the thunder. Oh, okay. There you go. That's awesome. That is awesome. You guys are fantastic. And thank you so much for your support. And don't forget to visit our amazing sponsors, R&M Contractors and Custom Drywall, Ray and Mike. Go to their Instagram page, RMC Fisher Island. They work in condos, homes. Check it out. Complete remodel, kitchen upgrade. One of the things that they do, especially for you condo owners, waterproofing on your terrace, your balcony with a flood test report. All of that is very important, man. Bathroom upgrades. drywall, level 5 finish. Call Ray and Mike. They will take care of you. 305-345-3649. That's 305-345-3649 for R&M Contractors and Custom Drywall. Jamesville says, we did it. Oh, yeah, man. We did it, right? I mean, it's beautiful to see that we hung in there and we took the abuse. That's the other thing that we took. We took abuse. We took ridicule throughout all of this. They laughed at us. And every time we're the ones laughing in the end. And they don't get it. And so they're not on our train mentally and fiscally. And does it get better than that? I got to say no. We're sitting there. It's at 103,500. Now it's found the floor quickly here at 103,000. It'll be interesting to see if it hangs in there. By the way, when I get off the air, I'm going to buy like a little tiny slice just because I want to buy like a little slice at 100,000. $5, $10, whatever. But I just want to buy where it says I bought Bitcoin at 100,000. Not that that's going to hurt my average or anything like that, but just for the kicks of it, because I obviously, I kind of like doing that. I have fun like that. I take off on a plane, and now you can use the internet in the air. So I bought Bitcoin in the air just because, hey, man, I want to buy Bitcoin in the air. What the hell? I'm sitting in the sphere watching before U2 goes on stage. And I said, you know what? What the F? I want to say that I bought Bitcoin right here in the sphere in Vegas. Bam. Just for the hell of it. Just for fun. And what are you doing? DCA, baby. In the end, it's all DCA. Dollar cost average. Doesn't really matter. I do it for fun. But hey, shits and giggles. I'm at the Hoover Dam. I bought Bitcoin at the Hoover Dam. Boom. I'm at the Space Needle. Bought Bitcoin at the Space Needle. Bam. I'm at Niagara Falls. Bought Bitcoin in Niagara Falls. What the hell? Just to mark a good moment and bam. So today, when I get off the air, wherever it's at, buy a couple dollars. Just for the hell of it. Just because I want it on the record that I bought it when it crossed on the night it crossed 100,000. I bought a little Bitcoin there just for the hell of it, just to have some fun. We should have fun. We're entitled to have fun. We're all in the super green, right? We've all hung in there. We've all got guts like a thief, pretty much. We're not thieves, but we got guts like one. Oh, baby. Yeah. Shohei Ohtani. He stands on that mound or in the batter's box. He's got guts like a thief. He ain't one. Now, his helper, that's a whole different, that's sorry, I digress there. I'm sorry. But it's a beautiful thing. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing. Enjoy it, folks. Life is freaking good, is what it is. Let's see. What else do we have here? You're a Renaissance man. Thank you, Ocala Too nice. No doubt. Collects Bitcoin like I collect magnets for the fridge. LOL. Exactly. That's exactly it. That's it. Right? But I haven't, I've been trying to convince the wife that we both each hold a phone at the same time while we're having sex. And then we got to work our way to that point. And right at that point, we hit buy. What do you think about that? That way, it's like, how the phone springs and you bought Bitcoin and then we're all springing at the same time. I'm just an idea. Just an idea. These are things that, these are goals in life. Let's see. You convinced me to buy a little XRP the other day just to show my appreciation to that army. Thank you. That's true. We should all buy a little XRP because without Brad Garlinghouse, okay, the CEO or the man leading XRP, who took on Gary Gensler and Biden and Warren and Yellen and all these idiots and crushed them, right? And really broke the glass ceiling that then Notebook and all the others ended up winning all their cases, and Coinbase and everybody else. Gary Gensler ended up becoming the woman in Airplane that is freaking out in her seat, and everybody's like bitch slapping her and trying to get her out, and they're all in line. Gary Gensler is that. There should be a meme of Gary Gensler as the woman with his face there, and everybody just beating on him, and it's just like, it's XRP, the first one, and then it's Coinbase and Notebook and all the others that have just kicked the SEC's ass, because all they ever did was they never created any rules. So they didn't want to create rules. This administration didn't want to create rules because they knew if they created rules, it would flourish even more. They didn't want it to flourish. So they stayed from creating rules, and they regulated with enforcement. And then they kept losing in court because the laws that are in place don't fit digital currency. So they would fail every time, and it would pass the Howey test anyways. So then you're screwed. So you would lose over and over and over again. So Brad Garlinghouse was kind of the guy that really took the mantra and the whole goal of freeing cryptocurrency from government control and government, manipulation. Okay, because the XRP stuff was part of government manipulation, all that kind of stuff. So all this, notice how they recovered everything. You know what I'm saying? Interesting. Anyway, so I'm just telling you, this is all just a disaster. A disaster. And this is the stuff that we've got to prepare for when it's all said and done. So we got to support him. Buy a little XRP. Just a little XRP, man. He opened the door. He set it up for all of us. Buy $1, buy $5, buy $50. You're going to make money anyway off of it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to go way up from here. I'm sure it'll 4, 5, 6, 10x from here. So you'll make money, but XRP deserves it, man. Deserves our support because they fought for all of us. They fought for every one of us. So mad props to Garlinghouse and XRP in that sense. And I regret that I did not get in it, but I was afraid. I'll admit it was down, and it was going up against the government, and that was intimidating in itself. And so I just didn't want to take the chance. So kudos to the people that hung in there. You people are amazing. Absolutely amazing. What else do we have? What's your opinion on Yearn? Oh, I've heard of it, but I don't know enough about it, dude. So I can't tell you good, bad, anything indifferent on it. If I don't know about it, dude, I'm going to tell you I don't know, and I have no problem with that. Swamp Donkey says 100K Bitcoin and the Heat smash. Well, yeah, but they played a shitty team. The Heat and the Dolphins and the Canes. They're the same kind of organization right now. They're stuck in the middle. The Lakers are terrible, dude. That's not a team you brag about beating. You know what I'm saying? So that's not really it. 876 Greg, thank you for joining us on Instagram. M385 and Noah and Joel, thank you. Out there on Instagram. I appreciate you all out there as always. Folks, we're going to wrap it up on a happy night that we hit 103,000. Well, 104. It got to 104. It peaked pretty much, I think, at 104 at one point, or pretty close to it. Maybe 103, 800, 900 or something like that. But just absolutely amazing. And congratulations to every one of you that hung in there strong throughout all of this and throughout the ups and downs. And the best part is we've got more to come. This is only the beginning. This is going to be a lot of fun, and there's going to be, more pumping from now to the inauguration. And then when Trump is inaugurated, oh shit. And if they do, which is really, really smart, if they do end up selling some of their gold for Bitcoin, because what I like is that they weren't going to print money to go buy the Bitcoin, because again, that keeps burying the dollar and keeps burying our kids, Dude, I'm almost 60. I've lived my life. I don't got that much left. You know what I'm saying? So it's about my child. It's about my daughter. It's about your kids. It's about our kids, our kids' kids. That's what it's all about. So don't go buying, printing to. No, you got it. You got the biggest gold reserve in the world, right? Well, sell off a portion of it. Bitcoin is better than gold 1 billion times over, and it's been proven. It took gold to get to 1.5 trillion in a couple hundred years. Okay? All right? Bitcoin is at 10% of gold's total market cap in 15 years. Chew on that one. Chew on that one right there. It's already 10% of gold's market cap, and it's only been around 15 years. Bitcoin's being inherited, used faster than the internet was. It's on a faster pace. Again, I don't know how many facts we can give you. I don't know how much I can convince you about all of this. If any of you are left that I have to convince, I don't think I'll ever reach you. And I feel terrible about that. But those of you that I did, you've been orange pilled, you've been blessed, you're in the green. I love you all.
The Crypto Bro Show is brought to you by RM Contractors and Custom Drywall. From complete makeovers for homes or condos to impact windows and doors to drywall with level 5 finish. Call Ray or Mike at RM Contractors and Custom Drywall. 305-345-3649. You dream it, they'll build it. See their exceptional work on Instagram at RMC Fisher Island. Crypto Bros. Follow Big O for more crypto insight on X or Twitter at Big O Show.